Good evening and welcome to the November 10th, 2025 Board of Select Persons meeting. Please join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we get started with the typical agenda, I want to say a few things. Last meeting, there was, it got heated at some times. I said some things that were not appropriate or professional of me. As the chairman of the select board, it is my job to keep a uniform meeting going forward. I think one of the statements, or I know one of the statements I said is that I have better places to be. That is not true. That is not fair to the people who elected me into this office, and that's not how I see myself. So I do want to sincerely apologize about that. And I'm going to read a letter that I received on October 29th, 2025, addressed to Chairman Connors. To all members of the Board of Selectmen, this will be my final message on this venue and will serve as my official resignation from the board. I had hoped that when elected, the new board could work with all town departments as well as each other and move forward for the betterment of the town. While things have improved in many ways, some have gotten far worse. The negativity and personality clashes in the day-to-day operations is out of hand. We cannot have a member or members of this board taking it upon themselves to work outside their assigned departments, threatening to fire people, disregarding town policies regarding various issues, criticizing other board members, our administrative assistant, department heads, and town employees publicly or on social media, and getting involved in bidding processes that give the appearance of improprieties whatsoever. The way the town has grown and continues to rapidly grow has now reached a point where changes are need to be made in how it operates. 5 people with different areas of expertise, working part-time and having a general knowledge of operating a town is no longer an effective way to run a town, especially when not working as a cohesive group. A person with current knowledge of municipal laws, requirements, and operations, specifically a town manager or town administrator, is needed. The offices of town clerk, tax collector, treasurer, and selectmen need to be open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, with qualified personnel to serve the people. Perhaps the Board of Selectmen could be reduced from 5 to 3 if the above were to happen. There are many positive things that could happen if people could work together. I sincerely apologize to the people who have placed their trust in me by electing me to this position. This resignation becomes effective immediately. Signed, Bernard Carroll. Another letter I'm going to read. I received this morning around 11 a.m. Dear Chairman Connors, please accept this as my immediate resignation from the Limerick Board of Select Persons. Signed, John Medici. We will move on with the standard agenda. I look for a motion to approve the minutes from, no. We lost some good board members. Bernie has been on the board for a little under a year. He has done a lot to, better the town in that under the year. And John has been on the board for as long as I can remember, for as long as I've been in town. And so, I do want to thank both of them very much. It's emotional in a way not to have them there. I think there's no secret that I looked to both of them for guidance. I am young. I'm just starting this venture, so I apologize if I don't know things going forward, and I'll do my best to continue to learn as we go, and that's basically the only promise I can make. So I just want to thank those 2 board members, and unfortunately and regretfully will accept their resignations. But yeah, I just wanted to thank those 2 and read those, get that done out of the way, because it's been sitting on my chest a little heavy. So I look for a motion to approve the October 21st and 27th meeting minutes.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor? Motion to accept the warrants.
Make a motion we accept.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? And will somebody read the announcements, please?
The town clerk and tax collector will close on Fridays at noon for the remainder of the year. The town office will be closed on Tuesday, November 11th for Veterans Day. The board will hold a workshop on the draft purchase policy with the department heads on Thursday, November 13th at 6 p.m. The Budget Committee will meet on Thursday, November 13th at 7 p.m., and the Select Board will meet on Monday, November 17th at 7 p.m. There will be a flu clinic on Tuesday, November 18th here at the Municipal Building in the Media Room from 10 to 3 p.m. with a lunch break from 12 to 1 p.m. The forms are available at the Municipal Building ahead of time and on the town website. The Planning Board will meet on Wednesday, November 19th at 7 p.m. And the Select Board is looking for members to join a comprehensive committee. If interested, please contact Alicia at 793-4475 or the Select Board admin at limerickme.org. As part of the hearing of citizens policy, no personal attacks on any individual or firm, including town employees, town officials, or members of the public will be tolerated. During any meetings, please direct concerns about individual employees or town officials to the chairman of the Board of Select Persons outside the public meeting. Please stay current with town information by visiting www.limerickme.org.
Thank you. We'll move on to department reports. I have Joanne Andrews from the transfer station.
Couple of quick things. I'm a little emotional, but I don't know when in my lifetime since I've lived here I've ever known this town to be in such sad shape. And it's not anything to do with finances. It's to do with personalities. It's to do with people not being able to work together. And if you do work hard, you've got the people that are always criticizing you. And I could cry right now because of what the town's going through. I just hope that we all do something, each one of us, to try to better the situation. And that's all I've got to say. We're now on winter hours, and that means that we shut down at 3:45 in the afternoon. We shut down 15 minutes before, because if we didn't, there's always those half a dozen people that come in 2 minutes of and expect to be served. So for the last year and a half, we shut down at 3:45. That gives us time to shut down the machines, close the buildings up, and discuss anything that might have happened during the day. So we will continue with that budget, that time frame until we change the clocks in the spring.
And is that effective this week or?
Yes, it
Okay.
was effective last Wednesday. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's all I got.
Thank you. I have Cindy Smith, our librarian.
I guess what Joanne said, you know, it's pretty sad. So I feel kind of silly talking about the library. A happy place. Can't do it.
Okay. Next on department reports, I have Gail Libby for the SOP for reimbursement-based grants. We do have a copy of this to review, and it was emailed to all of us. I have reviewed it. I think it looks great. It's what's needed. Was this sent to the treasurer to look at, or no, not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let me start with, in April, the CDAC, that is the committee that oversees Deepvale, met, and there was a CDC committee for Hollandville too. And some of the people that met in April are on both committees, had been on both Hollandville and now Deepvale. And we had new members also that joined us. And we discussed the reporting of Hollandville and the problems that we had encountered with the financial accounting of it. And so we discussed what we could do about that. And we said we'd attempt to write an SOP for handling grants in the town of Limerick. And we notified Selectman Medici that we were doing that. And that was a promise, okay, that we made. So in the meantime, there was a audit. There's been an ongoing audit, which isn't finished yet, for the year 2024, which also started to uncover 2023 issues that happened after March of 2023, when adjusting entries were made for 2023. Happened in 2024. So I want to read what the auditors had to say. While performing our audit for the above-mentioned year, which was 2024, we noted that the town does not have formal written policies and procedures regarding the processing of tracking capital projects and grants. We recommend that the town establish a monthly reconciliation process to manage capital projects and grants and associated reporting from inception to completion. This reconciliation process should include all aspects of capital projects and grants, including balancing financial information to the town's general ledger, including revenue and expenditure accounts, loans established, and grants awarded and received. This would allow the town to more easily report the flow of finances for each capital project or grant throughout each year to the Select Board as well as to the public. This will also ensure accuracy and completeness of transactions in the correct reporting period, help ensure compliance with any and all federal, state statutes and regulations, and help avoid material misstatements in the financial statements. Material misstatements are a serious matter in the financial statements. So that was a word from our auditing firm. This SOP had input from all members of the CDAC committee. They had it to look at for a number of weeks, and we went back and forth on some things. Neil Meltzer wanted to speak about it, but he wasn't unable to come tonight. But he sent an email, and he asked that it be read. Where I am unable to be at tonight's Select Board meeting as the treasurer of the Limerick Water District and the treasurer of the Limerick Sewer District, I wanted to share with you my thoughts regarding the proposed SOP for grants that has been developed by the Community Development Block Grant Advisory Committee. Limerick has been very fortunate in being able to acquire millions of dollars of grant funds from a variety of sources to help improve our public safety system, town roads, and infrastructure of the water district and sewer district. Without these grants, these improvements that have benefited all the citizens of Limerick would not have been possible. As has been noted by the town's auditors, there are specific guidelines and requirements for accounting for grants to municipalities, and they need to be recorded and tracked in specific ways in order to ensure that the funds are appropriately tracked and utilized. Not having a standard operating procedure for grants has increased the complexity and difficulty in tracking and recording grants and appropriate expenditures, and contributed to challenges for department heads and project managers to have accurate and timely information regarding revenue, expenses, and budgets for grant-funded projects. This has also led to extraordinary amounts of time being spent by the treasurer and the auditors trying to be in compliance with all state and federal rules and regulations regarding grants, and to properly put funds in the correct accounts and reconcile the town's financial records. The SOP that has been drafted and is being proposed addresses these issues and takes a big step forward in improving the town's internal financial controls. I would ask that the Select Board approve this SOP and implement it directly. That is signed by Neil Meltzer, Treasurer of the Water District and Sewer District of the Town of Limerick. And there's a copy, so you should be with that there. And for Alicia. So we have a draft for our I want to read one more statement. Vincent Pelletier has been deeply involved in grants, not only the $1.8 million for the fire department, but a number of others related to FEMA and forestry and Alphon and EMS grants working with Ray Bishop. And there's been problems with them. He said, it is challenging to us. We continually search for alternative funding sources to offset our costs and strive to be fiscally responsible. Over the last few years, we have received many grants that have covered the cost of equipment and certifications that allow us to provide the best service to the community with very low cost to the taxpayers. But he goes on to say that it's difficult to do them without good financial information. He has asked for it numerous times. His assistant has asked for it numerous times. He does not get it. He does not even get account numbers that he charges things to, so he's forced to use just words, not numbers. And he is very good with numbers. So if he gets them, I'm sure he'll use them versus just a title of an account, which may not be exactly correct. Okay, so we have drafted a standard operating procedure. We've done the best we can, but none of us are accountants. None of us are certified public accountants, and none of us are auditors. And none of us profess to be a treasurer either. Okay, but we are all professionals in our field, and they are extensive on this committee. So we've done the best we can, but now we need your help. We need to be able to meet with either a municipal certified public accountant, and it may cost something, or we need to meet with our auditors if they'll meet with us. We need to make this policy, transfer it to accounting. Limerick accounting T, they're called T accounts, credits and debits, with the specific accounts. Sometimes you're creating an account because it's a new project. So you do need the words, but when it becomes live, like Deep Vale is about to go live. That's our concern, Deep Vale. Not only Hollandville, which still isn't reconciled, but Deep Vale, which is imminently about to begin. Okay, so that's what we're here asking for your help tonight, to let us meet with the auditor or meet with a certified public accountant that can sit with us and the treasurer and map this out so it's exact and we all know what's going on. And it will be reported correctly to you, to the citizens, to the state, to the auditor, and to the federal government. Okay? So the SOP is not done, but we feel we can muddle a bit, but we want to nail it down. Thank you. Is there any other questions?
You already gave us that, right?
I emailed it to the BOS at Limerick ME. Did you get it?
I thought I saw that.
Yeah, okay, so understand, it's not totally finished. It's probably 95%, we feel, but we need a professional opinion and a little bit of help to make sure we get the rest of it done. Thank you.
Gail, that meeting you're talking about should include the Board of Selectmen, too.
I don't care who comes, the public can come for all I care.
It should be.
Yeah, I'm asking for their help, however they want to structure it. But we need members of our committee that's doing the writing, doing the authoring of it. And the treasurer, I'm sure we'll all learn something. And my friend Cindy and Joanne, just remember, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Okay, right?
Gail,
Yes.
I'll be on the phone in the morning with the auditor.
I'm sorry?
I'll be on the phone in the morning with the auditor about that.
Okay, but we want to meet face to face.
I know.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, that is all I have for department reports, but I will just go over the election results, I think, if the board feels like that. Should I read them? Okay. So for the state of Maine ballot, question 1 for the citizen initiative, there was, I'm reading these off a Facebook post, so I have to swipe, I'm sorry. There was 463 yes votes, 569 no votes, and 6 blank votes that failed. That was about the election, voter ID election rules. Question 2 was another citizen initiative about temporarily prohibiting person from having dangerous weapons if a law enforcement says so. That had 522 yes votes, 504 no votes, and 12 blank votes. So that one passed. For the Limerick ballot, Article 2, shall the town vote to change the disbursement ordinance, disbursement procedures, Section B, to require at least 2 board signatures instead of 1. That received 835 yes votes, 162 no votes, and 41 blank votes, total votes of 1038. Article 3, which was, shall the town vote to make changes to the current dog ordinance, received 391 yes votes, 556 no votes, 91 blanks, so that one failed. Article 4 was to see if the town will establish an earned paid leave fund for ordinance for the town's obligations under the Maine Earned Paid Leave Law. The ordinance states that effective with the 2024-2025 fiscal year, any unexpended funds remaining in the Earned Paid Leave Fund shall be carried forward into the following year until appealed. That had 737 yes votes, 227 no votes, 74 blank votes. It's for a total of 1038 votes, and that one passed. Article 5, shall the town vote to establish an ordinance amending Article 3 of the 2011 warrant regarding live streaming and cablecast of public meetings? 600 yes votes, 333 no votes, 105 blank votes, and that one passed. Article 6, shall the town vote to transfer an amount not to exceed $500,000 from the rescue billing account to purchase a new ambulance for the Limerick Fire EMS Department? The new ambulance will replace Ambulance 2, which is a 2016 Ford Lifeline vehicle. Current balance is $823,000 and projected annual revenue is $200,000. That one had 737 yes votes, 269 no votes, 32 blanks, so that one passed. Article 7, shall the town vote to transfer an amount not to exceed $25,000 from the rescue billing account to purchase a mechanical CPR device. The CPR device will allow both ambulances to be equipped with this device. Current balance is $823,000 and the projected annual revenue is $200,000. That received 847 yes votes, 144 no votes, 47 blank votes. That one passed. Article 8, shall the town vote to transfer $30,000 from the capital project reserve account? Gives the account number to the capital project reserve account for SCBA devices for the Limerick Fire EMS Department. Current SCBA account balance is $27,000 and projected replacement cost is $90,000. Both budget and select board recommended a yes vote. That received 677 yes votes, 290 no votes, 71 blank votes. So that one passed. Article 9, shall the town vote to assume responsibility for winter maintenance on Nason Road to provide access to map 13, lot 2A, upon confirmation that a certificate of occupancy has been issued and that the road has been improved in accordance with town requirements and specifications. That received 654 yes votes, 302 no votes, 82 blank votes. That one passed. Article 10, shall the town vote by secret ballot on all warrant articles and elected officials for all annual town elections until appealed? 600 yes votes, 361 no votes, 77 blank votes. That one passed. And the last one, Article 11, shall the orders of the select board for the closing of roads in winter be issued and filed with the town clerk pursuant to 23 MRSA 2953 be approved? 763 yes votes, 175 no votes, 100 blank votes. That one passed. With that being said, we did receive an email today from the fire chief asking for said accounts to be set up from the election that was approved. The Lucas CBR device for 25, or just setting up the account to expend up to $25,000. And then the ambulance replacement for up to $500,000. And then the $30,000 be added to the SCBA capital project reserve account. So I would look for a motion to set up those two accounts.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? All right. Is that those are capital project? Like the ambulance would be okay. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Does somebody want to let Julie know an email, or I'll let her know? Just
She was on this email. I can respond to it.
Yeah, she's got it.
Okay.
we just voted instead of that something.
Brady, I don't know if we ever had an account for the ambulance when we bought it, just came out of that money. And then something, we could set it one up.
Yep.
We never did, people just voted to extend that to the ambulance.
Okay.
Maybe I'll find an account.
Thank you. We are moving on to old business. We need a decision on 36 MRSA 841 subsection 2. I would look for a motion on how we want to proceed with poverty abatement B from our. No, that was done. And we just need to sign the papers from the one we approved last time.
I make a motion that we deny the second poverty abatement. After looking at that file, I just can't.
Yep.
Second.
Motion to second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right. Review of legal accounts. There was none in the warrants, but I did not see any in the warrants this week. Review of policies. Update of the select board meeting agenda policy. I made some recommendations on changes and gave them to the board last week. I don't know if the board had a chance to review them. Let me just, basically it was kind of just moving around the agenda a little bit, and we don't have to change it. I just thought it would be better. I watched a town meeting from Waterboro, and they seem to run it pretty smooth. The agenda would be, if we decided to change it, call to order an executive session if applicable, pledge of allegiance, which is approval of warrants, approval of meeting minutes, read the announcements. So 1 through 5 is kind of what we do, or 1 through 6 is what we do now. Department committee reports. Number 7 would be hearing of citizens. The thought process behind that would be some of our meetings run very long, and the citizens do have a right to be heard. So instead of them having to wait till 10 p.m. on some nights, we could move it to the beginning. Then we would followed by old business, new business, any appointments or resignations that need to be read. That was just on Waterborough's agenda. And then almost a secondary discussion of agenda items. So if public had any questions on the agenda items at that time, it would almost be a second hearing of citizens, but correspondence, and then we'd adjourn the meeting. That was basically the only change to it, except for some grammar changes. I just don't know how the board feels about that.
Make a motion, go ahead with it.
I'll second that.
All right, a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right, so that will go effect. Yep, we'll sign it next week and go from there. And then update of policy of exhibit financial reports. This is just if we want to make it a new policy. We did receive this last week as well. I think that it is a good policy. It's just a matter of following it. Scope of the policy: on Monday by 2 p.m. or Tuesday if Monday is a holiday, the treasurer will produce a digital report and email to the select board admin and the board of selectmen the following reports: GL summary, all funds, all of accounts; expense summary for all departments; revenue summary for all departments. On the first workday of January, April, July, and October, so each quarter by 2 p.m., the treasurer will produce a digital report and email of GL summary, GL detail, expense summary, expense detail, and revenue summary, and revenue detail of all departments. Report layouts will display all data in a searchable PDF format. I think that it's kind of what's getting done now, but sometimes here and there. I know if I ask for a report, I can get it pretty quickly, but this would just be a kind of a weekly thing, so we get a copy of the reports. So I'd look for a motion on that.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? All right, so we will sign that. Okay, we will sign that tonight. Municipal parking lot paving update, Howard.
Okay, I emailed the engineers today to find out what we had for a timeline, because I know they're working on estimated costs and so forth. And he did not get back to me as of leaving the house tonight, so
Okay,
I will follow up with him in the morning and see what's going on.
perfect, thank you. Purchase order policy, we have a meeting this Thursday at 6 p.m. here. Deep Vale update, signed contract for Deergo Engineering. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay,
We did already approve that.
so I will sign this after the meeting. Heat pumps for the 3 town buildings. Any updates on this? Do we want to move forward? I will let the,
I think we should reach out to the one that didn't and give them an opportunity, Howland Heat Pumps, and give them an opportunity to add the electrical on theirs.
You think the original ones we had?
The original ones
Yeah.
we had.
No
Just give
problem.
them the same opportunity, if they want to
Yeah.
add the electrical on there. And
okay. Alicia, would you be able to reach out to them and ask them for that?
Just Howland, right?
Yep.
Howland, yep. Perfect. And so hopefully we'll have an answer by that.
Now, same with Carroll's, well,
yeah, we could-
They rescinded their bid, though. They rescinded their bid altogether, so.
So I would say just Howland's End, because
We come down and think to Howard and Son versions.
Heat pumps for the 3 town buildings. I just read that, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Mowing contract for town properties. Bids are due by December 1st at noon in Alicia's office.
They're in my window, so if I'm not here, they're just.
Do you know if any, have we had some
I
taken?
have had a few.
Okay.
Yep. And I emailed them, they were emailed out to our 2 previous contractors. So one question on that tonight was, and I think one of our previous contractors had reached out had some questions on the current bid that we have, the package that we have. So I don't know if somebody wants to reach out to him. I think that it would just involve maybe some meeting in some different places, I think, that are on there.
And kind of just explaining what,
I think he just had some normal questions on it.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to.
yeah. I can reach out and see. He emailed us, is that what you said?
He, I think, had met, or had talked to John before.
Okay.
But-
Oh, yep, okay.
So, and I know we were gonna bring it to the next meeting, and then we
Yeah.
had our public hearing, so it's been a couple weeks, but he definitely just had some questions on the bid package.
Okay. Yeah, if it's okay with the board, I can talk with him about that, about the questions on the bid package. Okay. And if I have any questions on it, I can coordinate with you guys. Budget informations, we have a decision on the templates from the last meeting where we met. We took these home to review them, to give our recommendations on the budgets for yes.
So
Or
I
no votes.
reprinted, the ones that I gave you last week, and I did make an adjustment. There does need to be an adjustment to streetlights.
Okay.
The others,
Same thing with administrative, the last one?
I was gonna say there's one other one that I made a note on.
Yeah, there's some handwritten notes on the last one as well.
And I don't know if there was what the decision is for the old fire station, what you want to do for cost in there. Yeah, so on the admin one, I did put the grant writing is there, and I added a little bit more, gave us a little bit more leeway, took a little bit out of advertising and a little bit out of the registry of deeds, because we were under in both of those, and put it into postage. Postage is over substantially,
Okay.
and no fault to anyone, it just
We mail a lot of stuff.
certified letters cost a lot. This postage itself, I don't even know how many times it went up this year, so we definitely need more funds in that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're still within the 3.5%, so, but I do need to know what we want to do with the old fire station.
Yeah, I
Because I want
don't,
to bring the rest of these next week, the last board budgets that we have.
Do you know, is the heat still on in that building?
no, so the building has been winterized. The main breaker is shut off to the building, but there is still the ability for it to be turned on for power if needed. We haven't decided what we're doing, but I do remember at the town's 250th that there was an issue with something with the power and the breaker and that it needed to be fixed by an electrician. So I'm wondering if we should have some money in there to get that fixed for if we need to park something in there at some point.
I mean, we can just do a $500 repair and maintenance. and then
Yeah.
Sounds like maybe a little bit for electricity.
Yeah,
but
I
it
think
won't
the
be what we
minimum
had.
fee, was $47 a month with no
Yeah.
power going to
Do
it.
you know what the electrical costs were on that before?
It's hard to.
It's gonna be high, but
When it was an operating fire station, it was much higher. I don't know what it was this year. I mean, the
The
old,
what?
the 1967 fire station,
What we pay, what do you? what-
central main power, probably.
Oh, yeah, I don't know for sure. I can't imagine it was.
No,
that
I think
much.
it's 47 a month for no power to be running through. So if we estimate, we need to use it for a month or two, $75 a month, I think the most power would just be opening the garage door. I mean, we're not gonna have.
Has all the pipes been drained and everything?
Yep, pipes have
We
been
did that
drained.
last
It
year.
it is winterized.
And last year, we did 2,500 in repair and maintenance, so I don't think we need
Okay.
that much.
Yeah, I don't know if it was done. I mean, if we still have that in the account, we can reach out to our electrician and see what needs to be done. If that's still in the account, it hasn't been touched, I think we can figure that out. But I think we should just keep limited money in there.
Yeah, I mean, we can just,
500 and 500.
that's what I
just-
mean, I think, and we're still under what we were last year.
Yeah, I
substantially.
think my recommendation would be $500 for the central main power and 500 for repairs and maintenance. Just if something happens and we have to use it.
And that budget, you can see, even with that, puts us at 105, and last year was 117, so we're still
Now, with
down
that building,
substantially in that one.
do we have to pay the water? The water is ready to be turned on, so do we have to pay that fee, or are we exempt because we're the town?
Serve.
Ready to serve fee.
Serve.
I can reach out to the water
I
district.
was gonna say, I think we just need to know, so that, it might change it a little bit.
Yeah, so I'll reach out to the water district on that and ask, and that will decide how much we put in there.
Okay.
But everything else seems to be pretty straightforward. So recommendations on it tonight, or should we just wait for?
It's completely
up to
up
us.
to you guys, yep, because I'd like to, I mean, you can certainly recommend them all at once if you want, I'm fine with that. I will bring the rest next week, that's my plan, so.
Okay,
Well, we're in the budget season, just go ahead with it.
yeah. So yeah, if we could
So you can wait and do them all.
type those changes, and then we can see the next ones next week. And I'm available if you need to bounce some ideas off me for them, so. All right. This discussion of a system administrator. This was about a contract. We have not had a response back from Chris on 2 emails now. 2 emails asking him if he'd be willing to. So I don't know what the board feels. I did have a few people reach out to me personally a couple meetings back saying that they know people who would be interested in being a system administrator and wanted to kind of know some more information on it. I don't know if we post that we're looking for one. Howard, if you want to reach out and see if he's willing to do it. But if that's the case, he does need to be responsive to everybody.
I fail to figure out why he's not getting back, because every time I've called that man, he's called me back.
I know, I CC'd the board and I don't know.
I don't get it.
I know Leamington just hired somebody new.
Okay.
They had,
Gail?
Somebody needs to talk to Chris, because he handles a lot of things under his name, his company name. And you can't just drop him without having some transition, or you're going to stop things here, okay? And one of the things is in the basement of this building is our backups. He monitors those, and he has passwords, and you need to work with Chris.
Oh,
know,
yeah. He needs to work with us, though. He needs to
Right, but
communicate back with us.
I will say that I've called him a couple times. He picks up the phone and talks to me, but I don't call him very often, and I don't ask him to come here and talk before a board publicly. You know, he's a kind of shy guy.
A lot of people don't like that.
Which thing? Oh, no, they don't. No.
Might scare them.
And he's a IT guy. He's very good. He has 30 towns.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, that's a problem, and especially if you have a lot of need. So, but he's an excellent IT guy, all right? So work with him, that's all I'm saying. Good luck.
So yeah, I guess if he answers for you, if you want to reach out and see if he'd be interested in going forward, or
I'll
Yeah,
call
and
him.
we don't have a contract, so I
Yeah.
think we just need to, for budget season, need to figure out where we're at with it, so.
Yes or no?
okay. Discussion of a new auditing firm, decision on the request for proposal, and who we're going to send them to.
I'd recommend we just put a RFP out to just the firms in the Portland area. Portland, Scarborough, there's one from Scarborough.
Yeah, so Portland, South Portland, Scarborough, and South Portland? Both South Portland ones too?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 4 of them. And I guess just what do we want on the request for proposal? Time, I mean, I would like to see a timeline put on there.
Is there not one?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Could be choosing one quickly. 'Cause they-
oh, look at that, it's right there.
There might not be, oh, yeah. Well, a description of the audit methodology timeline, how to coordinate.
So, I mean, I would just,
But also section 6 is timeline.
yeah,
So you're asking, those are where you can put in, like, we've sent it, we're asking for it to be due. I mean, any changes.
I think I mean like timeline of like them getting the audit to us.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah,
you can
that's-
add, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, that's all right. One step at a time, Mr. Chairman.
Can we, I wonder if MMA would have guidelines for sending out for RFPs for those.
I am unsure.
That's the
Have we
first
went through
place I
MMA
went.
for them before, like requests for proposals?
Probably can just get it off of, they have a ton of, different like templates and stuff on their website.
Okay.
I can look to see, I can
Okay,
log in.
yeah.
Excuse
But
me.
yeah, I mean, I think if we do that, we definitely need to make a decision before next week because we're cutting it close.
I was gonna say,
January's in 8 weeks, less than 8 weeks. So we need to send this out, have them get it back to us, look through it, figure it out. So if you can look on MMA's website and we can go, perfect. Discussion of the special town meeting. The board voted to hold a special town meeting with 2 articles. Article 1, to choose a moderator by written ballot to preside at the said meeting. And Article 2, shall the town vote to change the positions of town clerk and tax collector from elected positions to appointed positions to be effective upon the expiration of the current terms as provided in Title 30A, Section 2525 of the Maine Revised Statutes. This has already been a motion to do it. It was just a matter of the date as soon as possible. So I think we follow through with the motion that was in place. I voted against the motion, however, it was a motion with the full quorum of the board. So I don't know what we have to advertise it for a while.
yeah, we need, yes. So,
We get
I need to
holidays
make
coming
sure
up.
I
that,
know.
I'd prefer if you can give me 2 dates, because we really should check to make sure they work for SRCTV. I think we have to have it at the fire station,
Okay.
I think.
And it doesn't have to be on a Monday night.
No,
It can be any,
is there anything at the station, any night that we can't have? it?
Tuesday nights are training nights.
I would recommend we do it on December 3rd, on a Wednesday night. Other than that, you're gonna get into shopping season and everything else.
Third is planning board.
Oops. Yeah, wow. Oh, Thursday night then.
Yeah, we can,
We may need to do the 10th that night, because we're at the 10th, 1, 2. I think that week of the 8th is safe.
so the 10th,
You want to give me,
the 10th and Friday night? No. The 10th and, do we just say the 10th and the 8th and we do the special town meeting and,
you want to just try for the 10th?
yeah.
Or the 10th, if the 10th doesn't work, can I try for the 8th?
Yep, I think that's
Then we
fine.
just-
Does the board,
But it will be at the town, at the...
fire station,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, if you just want to vote on them, then I'll find out tomorrow for sure.
Okay. So I'd look for a motion to hold the special town meeting on either December 10th, if December 10th doesn't work, December 8th at the fire department.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right. That is all I have for old business. New business, discussion of holiday decorations. This is the wreaths on the municipal building. We do this every year from a local company. Do we have a price on that?
What's the name of the, no, the forest
She's
company.
gone.
Yes.
She's done, isn't
She's
she?
done?
She closed up, didn't she? She closed up, didn't she?
She still doesn't.
Oh,
She
okay.
makes them herself.
Okay.
She's made them every year.
That's who we, yeah, that's who
Yeah,
we
if we
always dealt
can,
with.
I guess if we can reach out, see if she has a price. I don't know I can't remember what we paid last year or the year before.
I don't know either, I just know we usually.
But
always voted
what,
to-
there's 3 wreaths? Three? How many indents are
This year,
there?
and I think that we put the one at Tibbetts Park. I think she does that one too. I want to say there's a couple.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, and I'd have to,
Steve, you guys do one?
yes, thank you, the bandstand, yes.
Okay.
Maybe there was 3 different places.
I mean, would 1,500 be, like, I don't know how
I don't
much.
think it's that much.
Oh, God, no.
Okay,
I can find out,
okay, yeah.
I can let her know.
Is it something we budget for? No, we don't budget for it. It's something we pay out of the
I think you have before.
unexpended. I know we've budgeted for
I don't think.
different things, but I don't remember budgeting for it last year. But
It wouldn't be that much money.
no, I think if we can make a motion to spend up to a certain amount, I'm a single man in my 20s, I don't know what wreaths cost, so. I live 300 feet.
Every day, right?
I live 300 feet off the road, nobody can see my wreath anyway.
We can do it till next week.
Okay, yeah.
Probably.
You should be able to Google her name
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or I can check with the guys down on 25 down
Okay.
in Standish.
Yep.
See what they get from.
I definitely think we should do it,
You know
yes.
how big a wreath those used to be?
that are here?
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
huge,
yeah.
they're big.
4 feet, yeah.
Yeah, they're big.
Okay.
And then, I think the standard wreaths on
The memorials,
the Town Hall,
okay,
and then a wreath for the,
yeah, okay.
garland for the,
Bandstand,
Who does the tree for the bandstand?
the research club.
They do? Okay.
all right. Sign ordinances that pass on the November ballot. Some of the ordinances, we just have to sign them.
We do, but maybe I should change the,
Yep. We'll have these next week to sign with the correct board member names. Risk reduction grant. Alicia was approved for a $3,000 grant for more security cameras in this building particularly. Thank you, Alicia.
there's several blind spots we've talked about
Yeah.
before. So when I had to apply for it, I had to get a quote from Minuteman, who does our security cameras now.
Was it under 3?
It was just over, like, I think it was 3,100.
Okay.
So, but they knew, like, when I did it, they knew where we were at, so.
How many additional ones they talking?
I think that it gets us 3, so we need.
That corner.
We have this corner, which you can't see at all, the hall,
The stairway.
The stairway, and, I think the other, like, when you come up into the hall, like, if you go to the town clerk, right there, you can't see once somebody comes into that stairway and goes up.
To the library? Okay.
So those were the 3 spots we talked. They don't
Yeah.
have, those don't, and they don't
They don't
have to
be
go
those ones.
there.
Yeah.
Like, just when I had to write it out, I had to, like, explain, like, where and why, so. So we have up to $3,000. We have to buy them and show, and then we get our money back like we did before with with our
A reimbursement,
surge suppressors. Yeah.
Okay,
And how long is that good for?
I think it says on there, I think it's next year I have to,
the grant must be used by October 1st, 2026, or it will be withdrawn.
Okay.
So can we reach out to Minuteman, see if that quote is still valid? And,
I mean, this hasn't been that long, it's only been a
Okay.
few months of the time.
yeah. Okay, yeah, we can reach out to them, see if that's still valid, and then we can move forward with it if it is. And then we have a abatement to sign. So this abatement was just,
So that was given and granted from O'Donnell's.
Okay.
And they left he left it so you could see the reasoning of what the person had written, so why he granted it.
okay, perfect. Taxes, yeah, the property was sold for less than it was valued at, and O'Donnell's granted the abatement. So we will sign that. With that being said, that is all I have for new business. Is there any hearing of citizens? Gail?
The Revitalization Committee has identified 3 areas at the Bricktown Hall to look at, and we sent out an RFP today for architectural consulting, and that will be back in a couple weeks. We'll see what we get. When you modify a public building, and it has to do with safety, state law says you have to have an architect or a professional engineer. And we do have an approved account for second egress. So this consulting, we identified 3 things, but the main thing is egress. So that will come in a couple weeks, and we'll let you know how that goes.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
3 areas you're looking at.
Gutters and storm windows, inside storm windows. And the storm windows could be paid for if you chose to with ARPA funds, because it's energy efficiency. So, but we'll see what, we need some professional opinion, so.
That glass that's in there now, the windows, the last windows that were installed.
Yeah, the 11.
Those are single glass, right? They're not insulated glass.
It's single glass, and some of the windows were original to the building. The glass was left in them. They reconstructed those windows. There's a couple of them that are like that. So they're real old. You know, they were 1860 glass. They wave.
The only thing I'd mention is when you're dealing with the combination windows,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to gain anything as far as heating value in there, because it's just, they're energy inefficient. I've run into that years when I was teaching that particular thing.
Well, that's why we're asking for,
They're a waste of money, but that's my opinion.
well, I do know, okay, that before we had them done, the windows wouldn't even close, okay? So we were heating the upstairs, and wind was blowing into the building. I stood there. I know that happened. And downstairs, maybe it's happening too. But we stopped that from happening on the second floor. Okay, but again, we just want some consulting, and the main thing is egress, but we thought we'd throw a couple of other little things in, and we'd see what is available out there in the world.
Now, having that said with the egress, is that going to finally get us to the point where we're not going to have any problems?
Well, that would be the goal. That would be the goal. And we have a lot of information from our friends at the Department of Justice and a lot of attention from the state of Maine, Fire Marshal's office. So I think, I think we'll be good. Thank you.
Steve McLean, I think, Gail, on your thing there was a couple of years we put plastic over the windows inside, downstairs to save on some heat and stuff like that, so that may be another thing that worked out really good, you know? No, I'm just saying, that's something if they wanted to get into, because that worked good, because you go up there and it just blows, but they put plastic, that self-sealing plastic around all the windows downstairs, and we let upstairs go. Is there any update on the lookout camera? You were talking about cameras. Did anyone ever, that was in the works?
Yeah, I'll communicate with John, see where it left off, and I'll take over that project. I've been dealing with the other cameras around town, so.
Right, yeah, I'm just saying, just because it was, don't let it go.
Yeah, if we don't have a resolution, I would look for a motion to buy another cellular camera that we have at the ball field and the Boy Scout Island and put one up there. They work great. So.
Just for something up there. You guys were talking about the old fire station. Here's an idea, Ricky's here. Is for the winter time, having the per diem people park their vehicles in there. And I think when the snow comes, all the other stuff, even the day people, just for the winter, put them in there. Now,
I think we did
Well,
that.
we did, but-
Unofficially, we did that last year,
unofficially,
yeah.
I'm here to say, all right, you know, let's do something to save on the plow and the sanding and everything else, instead of getting the guys up at 2 in the morning to go move a vehicle while leaving it.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, it's not
Maybe
even the
on a
point
call,
of,
too.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's not the point of getting us up, it's if we're out on I mean, some storm shifts are rugged,
Yeah,
so.
no, and that's what I'm saying, so I mean, you guys are here tonight, so you guys who, now the power's out, but there's still, the main door still has the chain thing, so
Yep.
it's not gonna be a big deal. You're gonna put 2 vehicles in there, or whatever.
Yep.
And you just up the door when you leave. It's not like you're going in and out of the thing, so I think that's something you guys ought to, I mean, Ricky's certainly gonna save time and effort up there for everybody, so, and both parking lots are plowed, so it's not a
Yep.
big deal. They can stuff them right in there, so that's something you guys ought to discuss tonight, maybe vote and say, all right, we'll let them do it.
I don't know if we necessarily need a vote on that. I think it happened last year, so I think we can do it this year. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, yes.
Hi, Cindy Smith, librarian. So we have a few things happening in November. We have an Artist of the Month. Her name is Christine Erkison, something like that. She actually lives in France. Her daughter lives here in Limerick and has many of her paintings in her home in Limerick. So she thought it would be nice, since her mother is coming for a visit, if she would be the Artist of the Month for November and December. So she's actually flying in today, and she doesn't know that she's the Artist of the Month.
Nice.
So she'll go into her daughter's house tonight and see that her walls are empty. And she'll say, "Where are my paintings?" So I'm going to meet them here. The paintings are actually in the library right now, so
Nice.
I'm going to meet them here tomorrow at 10 so she can see the artwork. And we're hoping she'll be happy about that.
Nice, awesome.
So in France, she normally paints still life, but when she comes to visit here in Limerick, she's fallen in love with barns, old barns. So we have a mixture of the still lifes and the barns. She will be here Saturday, November 15th, from 11 to noon. If you'd like to come and meet her, we have tea, coffee, pastries, and Christine. Kids' book discussion is this Wednesday Title of the book we'll be discussing is 14th Goldfish. It was a good book. I read kids' books, and we sit around and chat and eat pizza. So we had-
Pizza?
Pizza.
That perked
So-
you right
I
up
might
in
be
huh?
there.
We have about 8 kids that normally come to the discussion. We have a craft event that same day. So the craft event is at 3, and we have 2 different crafts. One is an easier craft for younger kids, and then a little bit harder craft for the older kids. Book discussion at 4, chess club at 6. So Wednesday's a full day for us. Of course, we'll be closed tomorrow for Veterans Day. Thinking of all our veterans and thanking them. Next Tuesday is Cook the Book. We have a cookbook that, we have about, again, 8 people for that. They come and they look at the cookbook and they pick the recipe that they want to cook. And they bring it and we all share a meal. That is the 3rd Tuesday of the month at noon. On Tuesday, November 25th, from noon to 1, we have Andrew Novak. He's a financial advisor from Edward Jones, but he will be talking about what role will Medicare play during retirement. So I know it's just a few days before Thanksgiving. People may be busy, but I think this is a good one for people to attend. He's quite knowledgeable. Lego Club, normally on Tuesdays, not tomorrow, at 3, and also Saturdays at 10. And that's just kind of an open play. You can come and build with our Legos. We have a big cart full of Legos that people have donated over the years, so kids like that. So I guess that's my report.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks.
Is there, Joanne?
You haven't heard that Mellon isn't gonna...
We haven't heard anything from Mellon about tomorrow's holiday.
I had 2 calls today, and I told them that if you
Yeah,
hadn't
no,
heard-
Yeah, typically they post,
Yeah, they would have posted it, but,
there is trash pickup?
Yes, there's that.
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, typically if they cancel, they would have posted it on Facebook, but I haven't seen anything, but. Is there anything else for hearing and
I
citizens?
want to thank Bernie and John, especially John, for the help that he gave me, the day-to-day operations and the yearly operations, and it's a lot to learn, and I appreciate all the help he gave me.
Ditto. All right, with that being said, I look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, all those in favor? All right, thank you. So I think all we have to sign is the assessors, right? Because all the other stuff has the.